Warm welcome to everybody. Welcome to our channel, and this is everything about football. You already know we'll do it on this channel when we analyze the do's and don'ts and how it goes on the football world and what happens in the football world. That's what we do on this channel. And today is not going to be different. You already know. If you are returning to the channel, you know we really appreciate you every time. And if you are new to the channel, welcome to the family, and please subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that anytime we drop a video, you'll be the first to know. And if you actually make it to the end of this video, you'll be winning a free order that you can use to play at any sporting bet of your choice and win big. You already know. Ask the people that have been playing on this place, and they'll tell you, say, for now sure banger, you have to cash out. Now cash out, it did necessary for you. So, but you have to watch to the end of the video before you can get that. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and always give us a thumbs up. Yes, that's how it goes on the show. Let's go right to the show now so that we can get everything going at the Yes, so welcome, and this is the everything about football. You already know we'll do it here, and we are here again to give you the analysis on how it goes. And this week is not going to be different because we are at the Champions League week. So this week we'll be talking about Champions League, because I know that by Tuesday, Wednesday, everything is going to hold. You already know I'm your host on this show, and I go by the name Shodipo Omotoyosi, and you can call me VJT. You already know, and I'm always here with my favorite guy.
David, popularly known as Awolowo.
Awolowo, my guy, what's up now? How is the week? Last week rough for everybody. Man, you waiting the happen to now.
I don't understand, but we still try.
You still try.
Yeah, we are coming better.
We are getting better. Yeah. You know, show say the day better for the cup.
We are coming.
Something.
We are still in the game.
We are still in the game.
Definitely.
Let's see how it goes, but that's not what we are talking about this week. Everybody knows that by Tuesday there will be Champions League, and Champions League is another big one for everybody, because I do call Champions League the Clash of the Titans, because this is the league for the kings. And the kings only plays in the Champions League, and now they are through with the first leg, and they are moving to the second leg of the group stage. And I think this is where things get heated, because there are some clubs that are not doing well. We know there are some clubs like Bayern Munich are actually cleaning through easily, and Real Madrid too is cleaning through easily. But when it comes to the clubs like Man U, for example, your club, is not an easy cake for them at the moment.
And the group is still open.
The group is still open, of course.
Bayern having 9 points, Galatasaray having 4 points, Man U having 3 points, Kopenhagen having 1 point.
1 point. So
the group is still open.
The group is still wide open, but we know that the qualification now stand between Galatasaray and Manchester United. And now the next match for Galatasaray is Bayern Munich, which is a very strong match and a very big match for them. If there's a probability that of Galatasaray winning that match, if that's a big if,
yes, that's a big if.
If they should win that match, and Manchester United actually won their match against Copenhagen. That is another big issue when the two of them goes head to head.
And the match is still open. If Galatasaray is going to play against Bayern Munich on Wednesday,
of course,
while Man U will take against Copenhagen in Denmark. So if Galatasaray can actually draw that match or lose, it will be a very good game for Man U. If Man U can win that match,
if Man U wins their match,
I know it's going to be a very tough match.
But with the way Man U has been going on and off, is not definitely sure that Man U will win that match.
I believe that Man U will win that match.
Okay, Man U will win the match
because it's a must win for Man U. If Man U doesn't win that match against Kopi Anjin, there is no guarantee of Man U qualifying.
And I think this is the high moment for everybody. This next match in Champions League will actually seal most of the club's space for the round of 16 at the moment. And another group that is very tough is Arsenal. We have Arsenal in that group. We have AC Milan in that same.
No, we have Arsenal in that group. We have Lens in that group.
Lens in that group.
We have Sevilla in that group. And we have PSV.
Is it PSV?
Yes, PSV.
Yeah, PSV in that group. And it's a very tough group at the same time.
The other group is still even their group is still open. Arsenal is having 6 points.
Yes.
Lens is having 5 points. Sevilla is having 3 points.
3 points.
While PSV is having 1 point.
1 point.
So the group is still widely open. The group is still open. So their next match now against on Wednesday, PSV will play against Lens. Arsenal will play against Sevilla.
And I think Arsenal is home in that match.
And it's a must win for Arsenal, but Sevilla is not in the right
Sevilla is not in the right form, but Sevilla is not an easy cake to slice.
Yes.
They are not an easy cake to slice.
Normally, the Spanish team is always difficult. English team doesn't find it easy to play against
Spanish league. Let's look at it. Spanish league are actually getting it in this Champions League. When we talk of Real Sociedad, Barcelona, Real Madrid, I can say Sevilla is the only team that is actually a little bit under the weather.
Because they are not in their right form.
Of course, but that doesn't take away
even in the league itself, they are struggling.
They are struggling, of course. They are struggling in the league. And this is actually taking 1 or 2 things away from them. If you are going to say, if you are going to pick a group that is actually a tough group in the Champions League, now which group will you pick?
If you mean if I'm to take the group that is very tough now, that's this other group, the group of Dortmund, Newcastle,
of course,
PSG. That's the most toughest.
Dortmund, Newcastle, PSG. I want to remember the last.
That's the most toughest.
That group is the most toughest group, and I think the leader of that group and the second on the table, they are both on 5-5.
No, PSG is having 6 points.
Yes, 6 points.
Winning 2 matches and losing one. Dortmund winning 1 match and draw one. While Dortmund, Newcastle winning one, drawing one.
So they are both in 5 points.
No, 4 points.
4 points.
4 points.
4 points.
Newcastle is having 4 points. Dortmund is having 4 points.
PSG is having 6 points.
AC Milan is having
2 points.
2 points.
And that shows that AC Milan is not a small club.
The group
we were expecting a club like Newcastle to be at the bottom at this time. But now we are seeing Newcastle in the top 3, while AC Milan is at the bottom. And that place is still even wide open for everybody. Because if AC Milan can actually do well to win the next 3 matches,
it won't be easy.
It won't be easy.
AC Milan cannot. I don't believe AC Milan will win its next 3 matches because AC Milan is here to play against PSG. Is here to play against Newcastle and Dortmund. So those are the top 3 matches they
are playing, and those matches are not easy matches.
Even all the other teams.
Okay, let me give you a difficult spot to stand in at the moment. If you're going to pick between Newcastle and Dortmund, who are you seeing going through?
I'm seeing Newcastle going through.
Is it because you are this Premier League type of
No. It's not all about being a Premier League fans. If let's look at it in this way. If you look the way Newcastle play, even in the first leg, Dortmund, Newcastle played well more than Dortmund, even in the first leg, but they were just a bit unlucky
with some of their games.
In the match, their ball hit Woodwork 3 times.
Yes, Woodwork was 3 times, and
it was very, very good. So their next match now will be against Dortmund in Germany. So anything that makes Newcastle to draw that match or winning that match,
it's a good for them.
It's a good for them.
And at the moment you saw
in Paris.
No, you're not expecting
even though they are going to beat PSG, it won't be up to the goal margin will not be like that.
The goal margin will not be as much as that.
Yes.
But it's a good thing that they actually did well in their homes.
Yes.
To seal a very vital point to make them now. What they do is that they work hard, and now they just needed to work less a little to actually clinch on to the qualification.
They need to work very hard, not to work less. If they are going to qualify in that group,
I feel like now if they can go and actually have 2 draws and 1 win, they will qualify.
Definitely.
So that's why I said that they don't need
have
much
2 draw and 1 win.
They will qualify.
Definitely.
That's why I'm saying that they don't need much work like they've been coming with. Like
let me tell you, for them to even hand that draw, it will be a very tough.
It will be a very tough one, but it will be as tough as what they'll be trying to do.
It will be more tougher than what they did.
Okay, let's wait and see.
Because Dortmund itself, it won't be funny.
Let's wait and see how it goes. Yes, we all know that. And let's talk about FC Barcelona. Now, most of the injury players are coming back. Yeah, most of the injury players are coming back. Because we have Koundé back, we have Pedri back, we have Lewandowski back, we have Rafinha back. The only person that I feel like is not back at the moment is Frankie de Jong. That's the only player I can actually sense of not being back on pitch. And on their last match, they actually Pedri was subbed in, and he actually sliced his cake. While Rafinha was subbed in, this guy started.
Koundé started.
Lewandowski started, but at the end of the day, Lewandowski was substitute for Ferran
because Torres. It was not in the right.
Yes, they said that they can only make him play 60 minutes at the moment because he's not yet physically fully fit. That is why. So let's look at it now. And with all what as in Champions League, it's been long. We see Barcelona moving past the round of 16, even moving away from the group stage. They fall back to the Europa 2 times now. Last season and the past season, they fall back to Europa, and I think this is the 4th season under Xavi that they are actually moving towards going to the round of 16. Are you seeing Barcelona moving away from the group stage to the round of 16 and actually moving away from the round of 16 to the next round?
Yes.
Why?
Because if you look at the team, comparing to the team of last season, you can see there is a bit. As in, what I mean is that the difference is absolutely clear.
The difference is absolutely clear. There's a new fighting spirit.
Yes, there is a new fighting spirit, and there's more experienced player. And if you look at the way the team are playing now, you can see that they are really moving forward.
But that brings me back to, let's analyze their last match. If you analyze their last match, they didn't play up to expectation. We know Barcelona, even if Barcelona is not winning, they dominate. But their last match, they were unable to dominate.
Yes.
That was the first one.
Yes.
And we see them having some experienced player like Ike Gundogan on pitch, and still yet they were unable to do anything. That brings us back to them struggling at the moment. Are we going to just look away from it like, okay, they are struggling in the league, it's not going to affect the Champions League?
It can actually affect it in the Champions League. But let me give it to you this way. If you look at Real Sociedad, Real Sociedad is in the right form.
They are actually more than being in the right form.
The Real Sociedad, they what?
They remove fire, they smoke.
And comparing to Barca, if you look at the team now, most of their first team players are just coming back with the likes of Rafinha, Koundé, Lewandowski, Pedri, and they are very, very important players.
They are so important to the team.
So you cannot compare with the player that has been performing.
Taking them away from the players that are just coming back into the league. I give you that, and I feel like them just coming back from a loose in the El Clasico.
Yes.
It actually affects the way they play
so
against Real Sociedad. So that's it. That's what we are analyzing at the moment. Champions League is going to be so hot. Now, after this break, we'll be looking at the matches that are going to be so critical in the Champions League and what we expect to happen within these teams and the other. Okay, welcome back. This is still everything about football. We are still analyzing the football today. We told you that after the break, we'll be talking about the matches in the Champions League that are going to happen, like the big ones that actually need like the other clubs need it most. And the first one we'll be talking about is the Atletico Madrid Celtic, and that match is going to be a big match.
It's going to be a big match because the last time the two of them, it was 2-2.
It was 2-2 years. That clash was something else. So, like, it was unexpected.
The group is still open.
The group is still very open.
So their group is still very open.
And I think that anyone that wins between Atletico and Celtic can actually move, like can actually seal his mark in moving forward to the next stage.
Yes, you are right with that.
And the other person will need to struggle double more to get to the next stage. So if you are going to give this match as open as the group it is, who do you think is going to win this match between Celtic and Atletico?
I'm giving it to Atletico Madrid.
Reasons?
Because it's a must win for Atletico Madrid, because Lazio is playing against Feyenoord.
Okay, yeah.
And both of them, they are all in the same group. Lazio, Feyenoord. Atletico is topping the group, followed by Feyenoord, followed by Lazio, and Celtic
is actually.
So, and if you look at it,
don't you feel like Celtic will become into fighting spirits because they are at the bottom and they needed to move away from that bottom?
Even Atletico Madrid need to top that group in order for him not to play against the toughest opponent player.
Not to play against the top force. That's another point of view. So if he doesn't want to play with another top points, making him play with another big
team,
he must stop. He must stop to play with the second one so that he can actually.
So it's a must win.
It's a must win for them.
So I'm giving it to
Atletico Madrid. I'm giving it to that. Lazio Feyenoord, that is on other hand, Lazio is still very open to move forward. Feyenoord is still very open to move forward in that group. And anybody that actually win that match, one is going up, and I feel like the second one might be dropping down to Europa.
Yeah.
So
Lazio is not really informed.
Lazio is not really informed with one or two
if you look at, because the last match, Feyenoord win 3-1.
Yes, 3-1.
So I'm still giving it to Feyenoord.
And it was like magic when Feyenoord was winning that match. And I was like, Lazio
no they informed. Lazio they do menstruation now. You know they informed. So I'm still giving it to Feyenoord, win or draw.
Lazio is not informed and is actually telling on them they've not been doing well in the league, and in the Champions League
it's really affecting them
woefully. Yes. And I think I'm also going to go with Awolowo here and tell you that Feyenoord will be stealing that away. Yes, Feyenoord will be stealing that away. And another match that I'm looking forward to is not because it's a big match, but because this is one of the new clubs that is coming in to the Champions League, and they'll be turning heads, they'll be moving massively, they'll be doing well. If I'm talking of nobody else, I'm talking of Newcastle, and Newcastle will be playing against Dortmund. This is a big match, bro. And Newcastle has been turning a lot of heads, they'll be doing well, and I think a lot of people are betting their money on Newcastle to move to the next stage of the Champions League. But Dortmund, on the other hand, they might be a little bit under the weather for a while now, but that doesn't mean Dortmund no small now.
Dortmund, you are right. Dortmund no small. But I'm still giving it to Newcastle if you ask me why. If you look at their last matches, even in the league, Dortmund plays against Bayern Munich, and they actually lose that match. They lost 4-0. And while Newcastle play against Arsenal, imagine Newcastle beating Arsenal 1-0. So it was. I know that
they were one of two referee issue, but that is not the point.
And secondly, I know league is actually different from Champions League. It's another spirit entirely.
But if a whole Newcastle can hold, even he's not even beating at the moment, can actually hold Arsenal down and not making them score one or two goals. So it's actually showing that they are actually having something going well for them. So they are placing some things right at the moment.
I'm giving it to Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
It will win or draw.
It will win or draw for that one. Another match I would like us to talk about is Bayern Munich. PSG.
No, Bayern Munich Galatasaray. PSG is playing against Milan.
Yeah, but I want to talk about the Bayern Munich Galatasaray match, and I know that match is another big match, and I think it's an easy slice for Bayern Munich.
It's not.
Your reason?
Because it's a must. Galatasaray. If Galatasaray is going to proceed in this Champions League, is either he wins Bayern Munich or win or draw
is what they need. Why Bayern Munich actually is okay with the winner?
Yes, even though Galatasaray win Bayern, it doesn't affect Bayern.
That's why I said it's an easy slice for Bayern Munich.
But it's a must for Galatasaray. So that's why I'm going with over 2.5 in that match.
Over 2.5.
Yes.
Showing that there should be more than 3 goals in that match. And that is to tell you there
should be more than 2 goals.
2 goals in that match. That's to tell you that Galatasaray have to go with their blood and sweat.
Yes.
Why Bayern Munich can come to the game with ordinary wine and cake to eat.
No, they cannot actually do that.
Because they
even though if you look at their last match in their first leg, if you look at their first leg, you can see that Bayern struggled to win Galatasaray.
Bayern struggled to win Galatasaray. The first half. That's the struggle they need. Now they don't need the struggle. They just need to play their game. Easy, peasy, and win. And if they should not win, nothing spoiled.
Let's wait until then.
Let's wait until then and see how it goes. The last match we'll be talking about is PSG
Milan.
AC Milan. AC Milan is a big team and they are actually big. If you are bigger, you are bigger. Big. AC Milan is big. And
my brother, forget me.
I know where you are going, brother. I know where you are going. That AC Milan has actually also been under the weather at the moment with 1 or 2 things not going too well for them. But PSG at the same time are not only. PSG
my brother
is not actually 100% in form.
My brother, forget that one.
So the two of them actually have
PSG is far better than Milan. Imagine Milan playing against Udinese in the last weekend.
Yes.
They lose against Udinese 1-0. So they lost that match. So it's just a bonus to PSG. PSG is going to win that match hands down.
Let's wait and see, but I can tell you that PSG, make una no listen to our. If you listen to our, you go for make una no listen to our.
PSG go win that match.
I'm not seeing PSG.
PSG go win that match.
I'm not seeing PSG going with easy peace.
PSG go win that match.
AC Milan will actually come for the match, and I'll give you my reasons. AC Milan is at the bottom of the table.
Yes.
At the moment, and in the record, I can't remember the last time.
They only have 1 point.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. For those of you that has been following us for the couple of weeks, for those of you that have been following us for the past couple of weeks, you'll be following our games and you'll be knowing how we have been doing it on the show. So we are in the segment of giving out the correct odds. Please don't forget, play responsibly. So PSV vs Lens over 1.5, Napoli vs Union Berlin home win, Real Madrid vs Braga home win, RB Salzburg vs Inter away win or draw, Bayern vs Galatasaray over 2.5, Real Sociedad vs Benfica home win or draw. Please don't forget, play responsibly and only play with what you can afford to lose.
Yes, that will be all for the show today on everything about sport. Thank you to everybody that have been with us from the beginning to the end. We really appreciate you guys. You guys are the real OG. And yes, that will be all for the show today. I still remain your humble host, Shodepo Omotoyose. And you can call me VJTY. And yeah,
I still remain your boy Adeyinka Oluwaseun David, popular known as Awolowo. And
Awolowo.
please don't forget, play responsibly.
That one Akuku, I beg.
Play with what you can afford to lose.
Yes, that will be the end of the show today. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You can also drop your comment at the comment section and let us know how you feel about the show. And always try as much as possible to give us a thumbs up. Till next time, I will see you on this show. We are leaving you with peace and love.